I think for now, we're going to focus more on a closed base layout. Even though it can be difficult for like Blade to chase, footmen or ghouls or something through these, it also just limits their hero if they want to do stuff in there too, so I'm more concerned about that. And I think we'll just wall everything off. So that's, it's bad for, again, Blade chasing everything back and forth, but also their hero can only get in one way, so it's easier to block it off. We're gonna adjust everything for our best tier 1 we can give ourselves. So I think we'll go Grunt, and then the problem with that is you'd only get 6 peons, but I'm thinking maybe we skip the Headhunter and just go 2 extra peons, because that will give us tons of wood, so we can get something like reinforced defenses, and most importantly, any harass will be less effective because we got more bodies that can take it. And then the headhunters for creeping anyways, so we can't creep if they're harassing us anyways. So there's no point in having headhunters. And we have the extra grunt, which would actually be useful, so that's the plan anyways. And yeah, and then we'll go to the shop before we go up as well. Yeah, so the best way to deal with something like this is kind of tough to deal with, because headhunters won't do any damage to the hero, and it's very easy for them to kill him, and mirror image doesn't do anything. So the correct way to go about this, I think, for next time would be go get boots on Blade. That way he can, and then he just stays on him. That's it. And then we're gonna do the grunt one, so we'll have a grunt. So you still can farm with the mirror image and the grunt and the headhunters. That can happen. While Blade, chases him around. But yeah, basically you just kind of have to, because Blade will basically beat anybody 1v1, so you just have to, I don't know what else do you do, right? They got an execute, so just kind of is what it is. I think the grunt will help in general because it actually has an armor type. You could also not build headhunters and go grunts too, I guess, since you're not really creeping anyways. Yeah, I'd have to kind of go through it and try it out more, I think. I think we'll just start with the boots, and we'll have the grunt, so that will already be quite different, so we'll see after that. Normally I go do that camp, so that's why I'm kind of forward. He's tier 3. And he's got orb too. At 8 minutes. Okay. So here, I guess the thing is, what, he's got 3 fiends. Well, we're definitely not fighting this as is. Shadow needs 3, and this guy needs HP, so we'd be going back. Maybe instead of doing that camp, we go for the forward camp, because then we're proposing a fight sooner, so we like our units, and then they get upgraded immediately, and they're very potent where he doesn't get that. And then Shadow's level 1, because it doesn't make any difference if he's level 2. It's the same thing if he's level 1, so he might as well be. And then if there's going to be a fight here, then we can have that sooner rather than later, because now he has Orb and he's getting his upgrades, and yeah, we're 2 and stuff, but this doesn't do anything to us, and our advantage is gone, because these guys are, you're very potent immediately, and then it dies off in regards to what's happening at the moment. Yeah, I have more supply, but yeah, so we want to do the controversial thing immediately, because yeah, we're very strong immediately, and then we're the same strength a little bit later, so we want to do the fighting as soon as possible. And it's pretty good, I guess. It looks like my reduction's not as good as it should be. I was doing stuff, I guess, so whatever, but obviously that's not ideal. The other thing too is we got gold and stuff, and it's looking like it's a fight. Should go buy stuff. It's daytime, so we can't do this, but we can go here and do that. Guy into red, I guess, is the thing. Good to go that way as well. I'd give them both of these, but you get a red, I guess, so. Yeah, so that's really bad. We don't want to do that because Shadow needs level 3, so before we actually do a fight. We either want to fight immediately when he's level 1, or we want to wait for level 3. We don't really do a level 2 fight. So our timings are quick and things are sharp, and or we have level 3 and we have 50, so not really an in-between thing there. I want to see if he scouted that or just randomly went over there. So review, so we'll check. Not really used to people catching you here, so I didn't even think about it. But yeah, I guess you should account for it like any other camp and just pull it back. I immediately TP'd because I thought he actually had units there, but it looks like he doesn't have much. Yeah, I don't know. The game was pretty weird across the board, so it's hard to say or think about it too much there. It's already a lot of things different there, and it would have been a completely different thing, so. So I guess the things are boots on blade. I mean, already covered all this stuff in the last one. Pull creep camps back, even if they're weird ones. Yeah, and then yeah, for Shadow, we want to do stuff immediately, so do controversial camps right away, or just wait for level 3, don't fight at level 2. Yeah. We want our tier 2 spike to hit, and it hits that immediately, or we want to wait for 50, so. Anything else? That's it.